Well, I heard our mailman come. Yeah, there he is. Okay, what was I going to say here? That sort of blew my opening monologue. Well, anyway, I did come to the model table earlier this morning, and I did repaint those little upright hoops. And I think I haven't looked at it yet with the macro lens. We'll do that in a minute, but I don't think we're going to be seeing the horrendous job that I did yesterday where the photo etch was really, showing through really bad on these things. Yeah, I couldn't believe that I missed that. Wow. Anyway, before we talk about these again, I've got another idea. We'll take a close look at at our spiders and just see. I'm noticing that the paint almost looks semi-gloss, and yet it's flat paint. I wonder if it's because it's old or. Anyway, we'll take a close look. Enough talk here. Another sip. Now, I was just thinking here that it could be that the reason why this looks glossy is because it was brushed on and not airbrushed on. And I have found that with the airbrushing, the surface of whatever you looks sort of, you might say, almost like it's got fur on it. It's very, very bumpy, at least when you look at it up close, like with the macro lens. So speaking of macro lens, let's get it on here and take a close look. Okay, I know that you can actually see photo etch sort of glinting through in some places, like in between those little slats. And speaking of those little slats, when I was painting them, I accidentally sometimes got down too close with my brush, and they instantly wicked themselves full, and I had to take this brush here and sort of dry brush the paint out. I think I pretty much got it. Okay, that's that one. Now, our main concern was that we, get those uprights completely covered. Yeah. Now, these are the ones that I thought kind of looked like they were a little bit glossy almost. I think the other one is, I was going to say worse. Maybe it's my imagination. I like the way the solder jobs came out. I think it looks pretty good. Like you can't really tell it's soldered. Okay, as you saw from the snapshots, you're looking right up into the clamp. And if you remember yesterday, we bent that little brass piece, you might say 90 degrees counterclockwise, in other words, to the left. But I was just sort of wondering, how would it be if a person took and bent it all the way around so that it was another 90 degrees, in other words, 180 degrees from the way it was, so that, where's something here, so that this piece right here would actually be, instead of touching on the side where I'm pointing right now, it would be touching on this part down here. And then also bend the brass rod that is coming up out of the tube so that it is as close as possible to where the pinpoint is of Mr. T's poking device. I'm just going to do that off camera because it'd be just too awkward to try and grab hold of it and twist it around. I tried that yesterday and it was just a exercise in frustration here, but I'll just do it off camera. Okay, now before I turn it sort of sideways so we can try it out on a little piece of photo etch, now you can sort of see the way I meant. It's completely backwards to the way it was before, and not only that, it's kind of, you might say, curved up so that there's not going to be any space between the rod that goes back down the tube and the edge of the part, or at least there should be very little. Okay, I'm going to reposition here. Okay, here's our piece of delicate railing that we tried yesterday. You can see the upper rail. That's the one that we were sort of experimenting on, and we bent it. Now, what I'm going to do is go like this. This is the first time, so hopefully it's not going to have a tendency to kink it in any way. Now, well, I think it's better. Oops. There. Yeah, I do believe, like, I've let go of it here, and I think that this can be made to be a very, very delicate little clamp if you want to work on it. Now, I haven't tried to take this thing apart, to see if maybe the spring can be adjusted, but I think that for the type of thing I would like to do, I would like to have them just like this. Now, mind you, they won't work well on something really big. I know that, the way I've got it adjusted. If you want to have it, for something big, you gotta. Yeah, I think that's good. It doesn't have a tendency to bend the photo etch. Yeah. Okay. Thanks again, Tony. And the good news is that these are available from Amazon. Now, this is Amazon Canada. It's possible they'll be cheaper on your Amazon. Well, I'm having a bit of a difficult time getting into it today. I know that there's stuff we can do. I'm getting my railing kind of bent out of shape here. I might need that. I kind of doubt it, but I might. Now I know what we can do. For instance, these rings here, we could paint them the NATO black. I might just brush it. I don't know yet. And then I think they could probably be mounted on the top of the funnels after the photo etch walkway or catwalk or whatever you want to call that gets put on. Yeah, and then I would imagine that we could probably very carefully I'm going to use CA glue. That's about the only kind of glue I can use to glue the spiders down on top of the rings, and then carefully mask everything off and spray the outside of the funnels. It's not like I don't know what to do. It's just that I'm having a hard time getting into today. You probably have days like that at your model bench where you just don't feel like doing anything. Anyway, I wasted enough time here, didn't I? But I had fun, and I'm going to call it quits for today. So Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow. I hope.